finally it's delivered. I had to get it. I saw so many requests to review the scooter. Also, I've seen a couple of videos and people are actually impressed with the performance and the price level of the scooter. So yeah, the handles are kind of weak and they're breaking, but here's the box, no damage, delivered in perfect condition. Let's open it and let's see how it looks. Some straps here to keep it together. And I was saying earlier, these handles actually are breaking here, so the cardboard is not as thick as the Inmotion RS full version, but still, double box will help, you know, keep it in better shape, better condition. This is exactly the same package as the RX-7 from Roadrunner. Good foam, and I love this screw-in handlebars. All right, guys, this is something new. This piece of pipe here feels really heavy, really thick, and you run this wire through this opening right here, and you pretty much thread the entire handlebar, and you have this safety ring here that you can actually get a wrench and just tighten up and secure it. And we have turning signals here. Man, they included a lot of cool parts and new designs for this price level. This is really interesting and impressive. Look at that. And I have to like pretty much just connect all these wires, the brake sensor or the console right here, and kind of like organize the wrapping around the wires, push them all in so it looks nice, and that's pretty much it. But this here, it's pretty cool. I like this. The RS, you have to kind of like, you know, use a Leatherman or like some pliers, which I used to do to tighten really hard so when you race it doesn't come loose. But here, check this out, this is really cool. It looks completely different. So you have a safety here that you have to push up, and then you pull up the clamp, then this entire thing goes up, and then you have a safety here that you pull and then it folds. So you lift it up, this safety clips in first, then you align the tubes, push this down, then you lock it in, and you have this clamp here that clicks over and holds it from opening. And let's see what we have in this box. And I have to show you guys a lot of changes they made in this frame, and little changes, not big changes, but still different and looks really cool. Before we get there, let's open this box and let's see what we have here. I also need to get the tools so I can adjust the handlebars, and this is what you get in the box. So you have the fender, which will install maybe later. I think it looks much better without the fender in the back. And you have here some tools and the instructions, the charger, the front light, which is different, standard e-bicycle tool. Yeah, the light looks way different than the other models. I hope it's more powerful. I like the Inmotion branding on top. It looks really cool, and reflector on the bottom. The frame overall, it's pretty much the same, except you have this addition here. Adjustments shows the height of the suspension, and this in the back here. And right here we can do adjustments for the top. This is really, really cool. Guys, the attention to detail, it's even better than the full-size RS. I like this detail here in the back. Looks really cool. Same kickstand. This looks special, guys. This looks really cool. Yeah, the scooter is just beautiful. Look at this thing.
Here's the Inmotion RS Jet fully assembled, and I love what Inmotion and Voro Motors achieved here together. A premium scooter with still very good specs, 72-volt system, 25 amp hour battery capacity, 1200 watts dual hub motors, 2300 watts peak power delivery, making it accessible to riders that can afford a full spec'd out RS hyper scooter or even RS Lite version. By the way, I heard Lite is on the verge to be discontinued. On the Jet, they didn't just lower the price, but included changes that are not present on the advanced RS version.
From far away it looks the same as the RS and RS Lite, but once you get closer there's so many changes on this frame, and I would say exactly 12 big major changes that you will not see in other two models. First one, the frame is actually so much more smoother. I like this transition. It's one piece in the back. I like this accents here, this cover, front plate here. This addition looks really cool. Transition here. Not sure what is this for. Maybe there's a cover coming over. I don't know about that, but nothing there. Cables coming here on the side. I wish this was all recessed inside and covered with plastic so you don't see it. That would be cool. But I like they kept the same size platform, the same rubber top deck, the same side panels. The arms looks different, the same fender, also different arms in the front, has the same lines, the same flow. The only thing is I don't have the arrest with me here, but I feel like the front fork, the front stem, slightly inclined to the left, which increases stability at higher speeds. Second change is the folding mechanism. I've never seen this on any other scooter, and I think it's much better done. So much faster, so much easier, does not require a tool. Pull this down and it's collapsing all the way down. The only thing is you have to be careful here, like it doesn't go down, doesn't connect to the tail, so it kind of stays like that. So you can actually grab it here and the front and move the scooter around. No play in the stem, it is solid. Handlebar, I like this design and the fact that you can actually move them, and it's pretty fast, except you need a tool to loosen up the safety here. And the other thing, which is kind of like a negative on the con, so the Pro, that's removable, and I like how clean, how smooth, how, you know, easy it is to adjust it and to install it. And the second, the cons are, this is just like, I feel like the tubes are too heavy. I think it's a carbon steel, it should be aluminum. I think it's just overkill how heavy they are, how reinforced, how thick the walls are. So lighter tubes will be so much better. And if you need to load it in your car, you just, you know, remove them. They hang, you can just, like, you know, wrap them around the stem and it'll be so much easier to fold it down. Fourth, I like that they actually integrated a dual stem and it's really nicely done and it looks good. And also the light logo here really feels special and feels unique. The fifth is the light. I like integration here. I like this new design. Hopefully it's more powerful. The logo, the branding here, it just looks really, really cool. Suspension and adjustability. This is a big game changer for the scooter. You have 13 positions in the front, 13 position in the back right here, and this adjustability, this is like nothing I've seen in other scooters. This is really cool. Also right here, doing this kind of stuff makes this scooter really, really special. Adjusting the height of the deck and clearance could not be done any easier. You can use a drill if you're home and just, you know, do it in seconds, or if you're riding, you don't want to carry any extra tools, you can use only one Allen wrench key, but you have to be, like, you know, kind of careful and do only half a turn, because here is going to go over, but once you hit that side, it's gonna touch here, the tail will now allow you to do a full circle. But I recommend this to get one of these extensions or Allen wrench key that has a longer end, and just do it this way. It's so fast and so easy. Just turn it around and adjust on the fly. And that's pretty much it. And to go back, it's one turn, 2 turns, and close to half. In the front, it's a little trickier. Let me show you. You'll have to remove these 2 bolts that hold the wire here, so you have more room. So you have this wire like that on the both sides, and it's pretty much in the way. So you remove those 2, which takes you maybe like 20 seconds, let's say 1 minute if you're slow. And after that, you have full access. You only need one of these wrenches, and it's only, so I already lower it down. If you look here on tire wheel, let me show you back up the camera so you guys can see. So you have to go to the left to raise it up and just do half a turn, and slowly it's gonna go back up. And you can count how many turns you have and kind of like adjust. So it's the same with the rear. Yeah, it's almost there. I think in this case, what I would have done here, I would have made here a hole and just screwed for this way. Yeah, so I would just made here a hole maybe and put this for the top and rotate it for this side. That I think will be easier and faster compared to going front here. And to know exactly the position, you can just look at that indicator. Once you move it down, I'll stop at mid. Yeah, I think this will be perfect for me. I'll leave it there and see how it rides. A little bit lower than mid. Let's do the same in the back here. and so much faster. You don't have to take anything apart like an RS and RS Lite and play with that. So much easier, much faster adjustability. Having this huge screen integration, I love the design, and it's so visible. The graphics, and you can see the speed. You can read this in any condition, dark or very bright sunlight, perfectly integrated inside here, and the drop design here around the screen is just perfect. Also, you have a touch screen, so just perfectly done. And you have a lot of settings here just to adjust and do it, and you can adjust the power output on the fly. 8, this rear tail integration is so much better. It's one piece, not two pieces in RS case, and just better details, better design. Love this thing here and this detail here. So also because of this design here is grippier, you know your foot is here, and it looks so much racier and better. This is super cool. I like how it's integrated, how it's done. The rubber, the quality. I wish we had some like hardware to secure it, but still super grippy. It's thick, it's comfortable, looks good, and this indicator should be mandatory on all scooters. Looks sick. There are scooters that cost $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, like Weapon that cost over $10,000, and they have like cheap parts. This is like really high quality parts, and the way it's done is just like, it feels like high-end, very expensive scooter. This throttle, it's perfect. It has the best design I've tried for old throttles. It's short, it has this like card shape, and you have this line here. I don't know if camera picks up. It's just, even in the gloves, it's perfectly there. Like, it's the best adjustments. I like the twist throttle, but on a motorcycle, when you sit down here, when you're standing, you can accidentally sometimes accelerate, and let's say if you relax, if you have a long ride, you get tired, so just like keep it always, you know, mid or all the way open. So having this, it's so much easier. This is the best throttle I tried so far in any other scooter, and here it's included versus RS or RS Lite. We have to pay $69 extra to get it, so this is a big bonus here. You have to bind the vehicle. This Bluetooth sign is gonna come on, and you go in the app. Let me just show you guys quickly. So you go in the app, you go in the settings here, and you go into speed right here. Where is it? Ride mode. From P you go to X. It's right. It's selecting X. Right. This is the maximum speed, and now you should go to the maximum power available. And now it spins and it goes. And yeah, now it's pretty fast. I have to find a spot here to really push it to the max. Let's see here to the left side. Yeah, the acceleration is actually pretty powerful. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty quick actually. 43, 44, 45, 47, advertised 50, let's see here, 48, 49, 50, and not much space left. Yeah, brakes are good. Yeah, actually brakes actually way too good. Yeah, speed is there. Suspension, yeah, I can't even complain on this RS, on this Jet. Suspension is exactly how it should be. First try, and it goes. It goes, it's fast. Yeah, I have to find a spot where I can open it up at 50 miles an hour. This is pretty good. I mean, there's scooters in this price range and the price lower that don't have this quality and this design that goes faster, but still for 72 volts, 25 amps, 50 miles an hour on the first try. I'm 230 pounds. This is really good. Brakes are insanely grippy. I don't want to spin the tires, but the torque is not bad than RS. It's very close, and it goes. Picks up really fast. Yeah, and the corner is super stable. I don't have to get used to it. It's really, really good. Yeah, this thing is not. Power delivery for 2,200 bucks is really, really high, and the brakes are freaking dead on. Like a lot of scooters, you lock in and slide. On the Vostok, I mean, it's $25,000 scooter, can't even compare. But when you press the brakes, it just stops deadly on the same spot. It doesn't slide. Here, like all really good hyper scooters, they slide and they don't stop. This is actually sliding, and surprisingly for this price level, and this is unbranded, I never seen this brand before. It does pretty good. Let's say if I go now, look at it, picks up acceleration really fast, and now if I hit the brakes, it slides. But look at this, it's just like it wants to throw me in the front. It's actually really good. 0 from 30 miles an hour, the Jet is faster than the Lite, and as fast, if not even faster than the RS. And they achieve fast acceleration by reducing the weight of the scooter. Posted on the website 90 pounds for the Jet, the Lite is 116, and the RS 127. Also replacing for more powerful controllers. But it's freaking very comfortable. And GPS is actually calibrated very well with what I see on my phone. GPS actually was slower, so it adjusts, a couple seconds behind, but when I keep the same speed, it's actually pretty good. 2.35 miles, and this thing is freaking super good, super comfortable. And speed pickup is freaking nice. I have to say I'm impressed. Performance-wise, it's freaking too good. Yeah, suspension, I turn it all the way to the negative side, so it's super stable. And I was saying earlier that this steering column, right, feels like it's more to the right, more towards the side, and it just feels freaking stable. Feels like I can push to the max without even from the first try. I went 50 miles an hour. It was not a lot of room there, but it's just freaking fast. 50 miles an hour with 230 pounds now, with all the gear and everything. It's just it's perfect. It's freaking perfect. I don't know now, after my last two videos, comparing 2-3 scooters next to each other, they act and behave so much differently. So I have to put this next to RS, maybe RS Lite, and see how is the acceleration. But I feel like it's almost as the same as the RS. It's like very quick. I mean, you have smaller motors, small batteries, so technically it should not be as fast as RS, but feels like it's all the way there. It's very close. It's very aggressive, very jumpy, very fast, and it might be, if you go by numbers, slightly slower, but still, for this size, it feels crazy fast. And I mean, guys, I love it. First try, and it's just really responsive, really aggressive, good torque, off the line. It feels really, really quick. I have the deck on the lowest setting, and the takeoff is super grippy. I can lean left or right very aggressively without losing control. I actually like this feature. X just went off, so it's actually going standby. For safety reasons, this is perfect. So if you press, it doesn't do anything, and then just press plus and goes in back in X, and it's active now. So you do it right before you start riding, which safety wise, I think this is very, very important and very cool to have. The scooter is still very powerful at 25 amps and pretty torquey. So yeah, very comfortable ride. Look, turning signals. Like, this is so freaking bright. Like, let's go that side. This is like daylight now. Like, it's not even like, evening, close to evening, and it's so freaking bright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blinks, and you actually see on the screen. But it should be nice to have like a sound, so you can know that's on and then goes off. And I think 7 flashes is not enough. It should be at least 14, I think. On range results, I'm pretty impressed. I rode the scooter to the max between 35 to 50 miles an hour at all times, squeezing the most of the power and covering 23 miles in range. The power went down at 30%, and from that level I rode at 20-25 miles an hour and power going down slowly, covering almost 26 miles in range. Considering my weight, 230 pounds, and riding in dual mode at all times, I'm pretty impressed with the results. Riding 25 to 35 miles an hour, less aggressive in the slowest sport mode, will give you so much more range and closer to the advertised numbers. The charger you get, it's quite big and heavy, feels hefty, good quality, and if you look here, we have 84 volts and it's 2.8 amps, so it takes from empty to full to charge this battery of 25 amps about 9 hours. So I recommend to get a 5 amp hour charger so you get this battery from empty to full in 5 hours. The menu is pretty cool, the graphics are awesome. So here you have pretty much just Eco, D, S, Sport, and X, and you have to unlock this from the app and go down. There's nothing else in the menu. Like here, just like safety, getting out, and that's pretty much it. Lights, we have turning signals which are extremely bright, 7 clicks, there's vacation screen, I wish there's sound there, and the horn. Super loud, like motorcycle type. And the touch screen, which is impeccable, guys. Everything works as it should. I'm holding the camera, so it's kind of like hard, but you can see it's like so easy to grab and adjust. It's perfectly, and you have here force, you have the brake, adjust. This is pretty much the menu, standby, park time, and about the vehicle, and that's pretty much it. There's a very simple, very basic menu, but very easy, very user-friendly, and the screen is just perfect. So easy, even if I pull it now in the sunlight and let's say it's super bright, you'll be able to read the screen in any conditions. It's not completely dark, but it's the best spot I could find near the house, and check the lights out. Look at this thing. I think till the end it's probably 100+ meters, and it has this triangle shape and really like at least 10 feet in front of you, maybe like 12 feet. It doesn't look super bright, like a little gap, but it's still visible. And then you can see the light here from the top, but then from that point all the way to the end is super bright. I don't know if the camera picks up well, but it's like a triangle shape and it's good enough to go really fast, even highway. And you can also adjust here, so let's say if you want to lift it higher, you can see how much farther it hits, and it's pretty bright and it's good defined light. It's very powerful. I actually like it. And let me show you guys the turning signals. These are crazy bright. Only 7 clicks. I wish it was like 14 at least. And I want to see, like, I want to hear a sound here. It has notification on the screen, but it needs to beep. But look at this. This is crazy bright. Love those turning signals. And the light in the back and the brake. The brake is not as bright as the front, but still visible. I wish they can make it super bright as the turning signals, as the front light. And this is the side view, guys. This logo here looks really cool and it's pretty bright. And this is the side view. The scooter now is tilted on the side, so it doesn't hit far, but if I lift it like that, you can see it's very, very bright light.
Handling is just intuitive, easy, fun, and overall impeccable. Suspension, it is great. Good travel, good rebound, feels solid. The shock are not the best options here, but with this frame design and adjustments, works fantastically.
actually hit it. So I have to go, oh, I hit the fender, not the thing. So you can see that I hit the fender, it's kind of too low. So maybe I can cut that excess there or lift it higher. It's not all the way too low, but still, yeah, it's good. Handling is impeccable, really good. There's something loose in the back that I have to figure out what it is. Maybe some axle bolts not tight. If you look here, there's something that's loose here. See, like it's a little loose, needs to be tightened. But besides that, once you put your load on it, it's pretty good. No movement. You guys can see exactly real time. Some people accuse me of CGIing, you know, my reviews, which I cannot afford and doesn't make sense to do that here, but just to show you when this car passes that once you're on it, it's solid. It's really, really well done, and it's performing above my expectation. For $2,300, there are other scooters that are brands that are much smaller and not the same quality, not even close to this quality, that have maybe higher top speeds, or let's say have higher top speeds and more range, but do not perform and do not have all this, let's say 10 to 12 features that I mentioned earlier. So yeah, it's really good, and I hope Inmotion updates the RS with all these new features. Will be so much better. Yeah, acceleration is nuts. It's just too much. And 0 to 30, I think it's faster than RS, because the motors are smaller, lighter, you have smaller batteries, so overall the scooter is lighter, different arms, front and back, which are also lighter, and controllers with higher amp discharge that actually compensate, and 0 to 30 miles an hour it just goes much faster. Over 30 it doesn't have enough power and enough amps to really sustain that. But that's all I need. 0 to 30, it's enough. For commuting in a city like New York or Washington DC, this is more than you ever need.
Results and performance on the Jet are on another level. I think Inmotion and Voro here achieved fantastic results. The Jet, which is in their lower price budget version, that surpasses the Lite model in so many ways. And of course, there'll be viewers that will complain in the comment section that $2,300 is not near budget, which is fine. But when you consider that $4,000 version that I hit 55 to 56 miles an hour is now $3,600 on the Inmotion website. With the Jet, I'm getting 52 miles an hour. That is so close, and I'm paying only $2,300. It is an insane option that you should not pass. Also, use my code in the description box to get a lower price. And I think after trying the Jet for over 1 week, I can strongly recommend it and insist you to try it out and buy it.
I want to ask Voro and Inmotion to make a pro version that has 40 or 50 amp battery, bigger motors, maybe 12-13-inch wheels, and include all these upgrades and offer this in high performance. I think, or just keep the basic RS and include all these upgrades. It'll be so much better.
It's an amazing scooter. It is insanely comfortable, and for me, it's one of the best scooter options in $2,300 to $3,000 price range. It is perfectly balanced with above average results and features that you'll not find in any other scooter on the market. Guys, thank you so much for watching. All the links will be down below in the description box. Ride safe, and I'll see you next time.